Hello, good morning everyone. I thought I'd just make a quick video. Today's Friday. Tomorrow is Farmers Market Day in Prague, Oklahoma. So I'm working on a few things not for the farmers market and then some things for the farmers market. Like I've got some tomatoes over here that I've got just blanched them, so I can throw them in the freezer. What I do is I pull them from my garden because we don't have a lot. I pull them from the garden, I leave them sitting in the window or whatever, and we use what we want fresh. And then when they start to, and I have enough, and they start to get a little overripe, then I go ahead and blanch them real quick, throw them in my freezer, and then they don't go to waste. I froze some squash this morning, and I froze some peppers, and I had banana peppers, jalapenos, and Anaheim. So what I did was threw a few of each in little vacuum seal bags. I can't think of what it's called. Vacuum seal bags. And I just put mix for chili. And then this winter I can just pull those out, and I've got a good chili mix right there to make some chili. And I'm trying to think. I have Kroger's coming pretty soon. I'm going to be making fudge. I'm going to be making some hamburger buns, and I'm going to be making some bread to take to the farmer's market. And of course we also have about 24 dozen eggs this week to take. And the chickens are still laying really good. They're giving us about 3 dozen a day. And then yeah, I think that's all. I still want to can some black-eyed peas. I haven't done that yet. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today. Here, I'll show you guys what I got going. Yeah, this is how my island looks when I am busy doing bread. I put a loaf in my bread maker, and I let it mix and knead. Then I take it out after it's finished mixing and kneading the first time, and then I move it over to my oven, and I put my oven on this warm setting with this little burner right here and on number 1, and it's perfect for proofing. I could proof in my oven too, but in the summer times you turn that oven on, it gets hot. So I proof there. Then I get the next batch going. Now remember, I'm going to do this 6 times today. I get the next batch going, and each batch in the bread maker takes about 30-35 minutes. And that way I don't feel like I'm rushing myself either, though. And I'm usually done by noon. But I'll get the next batch going in the bread maker. And then when that batch is done, I will rotate. The bread in here will have risen enough. I'll rotate it to a bread pan, put that on to rise, put the next one in. And then by the time the third loaf comes out, then I'm ready to put my first loaf into the oven. I know it sounds complicated, but I'm just rotating constantly. So, and then I'll have a bunch of bread sitting over on the stove that's rising and proofing. And by the time so then I'll have time to clean up this mess, because I'll be done with the bread maker, after just 6 batches of that. And then I'm going to make some, I already told you, I think I'm going to make some fudge. So I'll finish all this up, and then I'll get the fudge started this afternoon. I've got a Kroger's delivery coming to bring me the stuff for the fudge. Yeah, so it's kind of what I got going on. And, check your local area. Our farmers market, we have it set up, it's just done by some women. And so there's a business in town that lets us use their parking lot on Saturdays, and they don't charge anything, so we don't charge anything. It's just free. Bring your table, set yourself up, and we do pretty good. Most of us sell out or come close to selling out every Saturday by 10 or 11 noonish. So we start about 8. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get busy. If you're interested in my bread recipe, I make really, really pretty bread. I'll try to put a picture right here of what my bread looks like. And it's just what I mostly do is sandwich bread. I don't do sourdough at that because there's already 2 or 3 other girls that do sourdough. So I just do plain old sandwich bread. And but it's beautiful and it tastes so good. So let me know, and I'll try to post my recipe. My recipe is so easy. Here, I'll tell you guys. Let me show you guys what I do. I make my own bread flour because bread flour is too expensive. So I buy the big sacks of the 25-pound bags, I think, of flour. And then I buy this stuff right here. And I make my own bread flour. It's much cheaper that way. And then I can control the amount of gluten that's going into my flour, and that makes a difference too. So basically what I do is I just take milk in my bread maker, and then because you always put liquids first, and then I do my melted butter, then I do my flour, and then I put sugar, I put salt, and of course I put my yeast, and close it up and get it started. It's that simple, but it's so good. So let me know if you guys want the recipe and I can post that. Let me see this phone. I can get this to go back. I'll just have to stand back a little bit. Okay guys, I'm gonna post here for now. I'll show you guys when I'm finished everything at the end and show you the finished products. I might film too. I'll just throw some music on it because I'm not going to talk, and kind of show you guys as I go throughout the day today too. All right, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and we really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so I have been working at it pretty good today. So here's some of the bread. I've got one more loaf in there. I've got a package of these beautiful hamburger buns I'm taking to the market tomorrow. And the bread, I've got it, I'm letting it cool though. You don't want to put it in plastic wrap before it cools or it just gets wet in there. And I'm going to be starting the fudge in just a few minutes. I've got the mozzarella cheese grated and in the refrigerator ready for tomorrow. And we have all these eggs over here that we'll have ready for tomorrow. Okay, so we're at the farmer's market and I'm just about have already sold out. I thought I'd do a quick little scan and throw this in this video somewhere. So this is kind of what it looks like. This is that direction. And then this is the other direction, a few down there.